I remember a time before the cascade dried up. Here in Verda Stello, the 4 nations of plant and bug people flourished and thrived. But the great waterfall that fed the land slowed to a trickle, revealing a vast salt sea and unknown islands. The only guide were the words of the 13 dried carvings. The water will slow to fall, but the tides are turning. Find the infinite lake to replenish the world and discover the salmon who will grant you a wish of whatever you desire. This marks the beginning of the tide, as many green folk hauled onto ships to find the infinite lake and maybe riches, adventure, excitement, and purpose along the way. And what exactly is a salmon? Is that a berry? That was 50 years ago, and the tide rushes forward ever still. There are many stories caught on the wind between sails, but why don't we hear just one? Of a butterfly gunman with clipped wings, a ripened and explosive piece of produce, and a witch made out of tea. This is Join the Party, Camp-Paign 3, The Rising Tide.
I'll sing you a song that all green folk know.
Until the water falls home.
That only began 50 years ago.
Until the water falls home.
We seek the deep lake and a wish-granting salmon.
Until the water falls home.
So hoist up the sails and load up the cannons.
Until the water falls home.
A rush from the tide, sail through the cascade, an adventure ships, a ceaseless parade. I dream of roots buried in the deep alone, but we can't well sleep till the water falls home.
Last time on Join the Party.
We're heading to the Bullseye Games, held at historic and precariously placed Small Key Stadium. Seems like some folks have heard about the adventures and hijinks of the Sea Whip, and it's not just the Bullseye Selection Games Committee either. Wink. On the way, the crew runs into a shipwreck, with one green folk clinging to some waterlogged debris. They fish this survivor out of the water and bring him on board, and it's Troy's old best friend from the Crags, Three Lips. Yo ho, a pirate's life for Troy's bros. Let's get the party started. About half a day's sail from Small Key Island, you have pulled up Troy's childhood friend, Three Lips.
Three Lips, is that you?
Yeah?
Brother!
Troy, you know this? Do you know this, green folk?
Troy hugs him to his chest.
You're vomiting a lot on our ship.
I'll clean it. This is my brother in arms. Havana, this is what your brother should have been like. Weeps.
Am I dying? Am I my last
Do you need
moments?
medical attention?
In my last moments, am I seeing Troy? My boy? My boy?
Brother, you've never been more alive. Troy weeps, pours water in his mouth, grabs Tropicana. Calmy, get some tea.
Already on it. Pouring a cup.
Havana, get some Doctorine.
If you need a refresher, Three Lips, you might remember from episode 4, where we saw Troy's backstory. Three Lips is a tulip. Boys are so good at giving nicknames. Red tulip, classic Holland tulip, bright red petals, mostly humanoid. The flower is the head, as are most flora, green folk, and then just like young man body. He's a real doofus. One of his petals hangs over his face like emo hair.
So is he like ripped or is he noodly?
He's noodly, certainly
Yeah.
noodly, yeah.
I had a feeling he would be noodle.
Yeah, you can also see, even though he's soaked from the Great Salt Sea, he's wearing like medieval fantasy clothing.
Weird.
Like kind of flowy.
No, like of soldiers, right? Like he's not wearing armor, but he's wearing like tunic and breeches, which is not like if we were in Game of Thrones, everyone's wearing that, but people don't wear that all over Verda Stello. Troy, you might recognize this as just like your off-day clothes, your airport clothes, if you were from the Crags.
Yep.
And he doesn't have any like official armor on or like Crags based or House of Breakstone
Yeah.
based. Like ornamentality.
stuff,
Yeah, ornamentality. He's just kind of like wearing his fantasy outfit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyone else ever think about the fact that we couldn't come up with something better than a port, but for things in the air, for airports?
No, I think it is aptly named.
Yeah.
It's not like plane home or
I mean, Amanda, we can start calling them plane
airship
houses.
dock. No.
Yeah.
Airport,
Fly dock is pretty good.
right?
Fly Harbor.
Ooh.
Arrow Harbor is
That's
good.
good. What were we doing? Anyway. Three Lips, what brought you here? This is incredible. Guys, this is my main man, my brother in arms. We started our training together.
What up?
Hey. You want some tea? I have some energizing cinnamon tea.
Do you need a Band-Aid?
We have a doctor. He's a man, but he can still treat you.
A man? I know I must be dying. A man doctor?
That's what I said, but, I was wrong.
Oh, hold on 1 second. And then Cammy reaches over and just peels Nani off of Three Lips. Sorry about that. Just puts her back on the shoulder.
Brandon, find the stickiest, poppiest pop sound you can, please.
Yep. Not only will that be horrible for people listening, but also I have a heebie-jeebies thing for suction sounds. So yeah, that's
Yummy.
just like the ultimate conflagration of my nightmare.
Oh, no.
Nice. So sound design it, please.
I can go find something suction and record it for you.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I would love that, and I would love to listen to it over and over again as I make this. Yeah.
Just to give you some options, we'll do like 5 minutes worth of it. Is that
Sure.
good?
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
We won't give you any notes on the takes we think are best. We think you should select those. So.
I should listen to them
Yeah, you
all
should
over and over
listen to
again.
them.
Yeah, and then show it to us, and then we'll be like, "Where's the one we liked?" And then you're gonna have to re-listen to the ones.
Re-listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think it was like 3/4 of the way through, but like don't quote me on that.
Yeah, it could have been halfway.
It's definitely in the back half, but it might be in the first half.
Oh no, I think this episode got corrupted, guys.
Oh no.
Oh, it certainly got corrupted by the suction noises. I'll tell you that much. We were going and Troy, what are you doing here? What am I doing here?
What are you doing here?
Did you just throw up all the tea that I gave you?
No, I haven't started drinking yet.
Okay, maybe you should.
Do I have to boot? I have to boot and rally, Troy.
You got to boot and rally, bruv.
Hold
Out
my-
on the high seas every day.
You've been doing plenty of booting. I think it's time to rally now.
Hold my hand, Troy.
Yeah, Troy holds his hand, gets him up, and pitches him so he's leaning over the railing so he can up chuck to his heart's content.
Drew, Cammy, what kind of vessel is the tea in?
It's in a teacup.
Okay, it's in a
you know?
teacup?
Just a very classic teacup. I think when on board, Cammy might have much more sturdy cups for travel. So either they're a very thick ceramic or they're little tin, delicate tin cups.
Yeah.
Sure, no, I like the tin cup. The tin cup's good, especially because Three Lips takes out a really small dagger and then shotguns the tea.
Please don't.
No. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Is Rob with you?
Why would Rob be on an official mission to the games?
Oh, you're here for House Breakstone? You look a little casual, bud. I thought I wasn't sure if something happened.
What happened to your boat?
What happened? I don't know what did happen to my boat. It was there, and now it's gone.
So you were coming from the crags to the games on Small Key Island?
Do you have a place for me to lay down? I'm so
The deck's right there, buddy.
I'm so sea-logged from all the things that happened.
But you know the drill. Any bootin' before you lay?
And then afterwards we get to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, Brandon breaking into the podcast. What the fuck is bootin'?
It's up,
Throw it
chuckin'.
up.
Got a boot and rally.
Oh,
Gotta boot and rally. Come on.
Never heard that before in my life.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
All right, I'll give his back a little pat over the railing.
Okay, I'm gonna lay down. Hold on.
All right, come here.
Okay.
Why don't you string up a hammock for him, Troy?
I'm just gonna carry him right into Troy's quarters.
Cool.
Sure.
Can I place a very nice bottle of little potion of healing on his nightstand
Cute.
and walk away?
Yeah, I know. You can slip it in Troy's pocket and he'll carry it into the hold.
Oh, I like it because it's like dropping a shot into a drink.
That's right, bud.
Is this what Troy used to be like?
Below decks, Troy is going to lay Three Lips down on his bed, put a little vessel pot next to, maybe a pencil cup next to the bed just in case, leave his flask of water, a little potion of healing, and the cup of tea, and give him a little pat on the shoulder and be like, listen, bud, I'm so glad to see you, but I got a crew here, so tell me when you're ready and we'll sit down and figure it out, okay?
Yeah. Troy, I'm not dead.
You're not dead, bud.
I think I should be.
Oh man, never say that. Who else was with you? We're gonna search the wreck. We're gonna see if anything else is there. If anyone needs help, we'll give it to them. But the important thing is you're here. You're okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you in the... Just go in and pick up the snacks.
Always.
Get into the... Three Lips falls asleep.
Then we hard cut back up to the deck where Umbi says, well, time to pillage!
Time to pillage! Yay!
True. Yeah. Havana relieves you and is being real weird about it.
Havana, this is what brothers should be like, okay? So you'll do a chance to do the brothering that your brothers, what in the medical school, should have done to you, instead of casting you out like frickin', not even trash, because we would reuse that. Ugh! Troy punches a wall.
But now Havana is happy that he was cast out because it's part of his religious journey, so...
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, the path goes in weird ways. It goes this way and that way. And if
Hey,
you just want to
that's-
read, if you want to read part of my good
Man.
book, no, Troy, why are you walking? Troy,
Why don't you read that as you sit with Three Lips?
Oh yeah, I'll bring. You want
That'd be
Three
good.
Lips to come on the path? This is
No,
the
no, not
perfect
out
time.
loud.
Most susceptible. Obviously, path doctors know you're most susceptible when you're closest to death. I got it. Thank you.
I think you should read it inside in your own
Julia,
head.
your face. Julia just went with her face.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it.
What if you read it inside in your own brain and let Three Lips like sleep in silence?
Troy, I'm a doctor and also a religious man. I think I understand. Chapter 7. Mow the lawn.
Okay. And Troy's gonna...
Hibiscus 412.
Okay. Troy's gonna take a minute, compose himself, brush away his tears.
The Garden of Davida.
I mean it, Havana.
Troy, get out of there!
All right. And Troy's gonna come back above decks.
Hell yeah. Y'all want to go pillage some stuff?
Yeah, Umbi's gonna pull out a transportation bomb from his coat pocket.
Umbi?
Yeah?
Umbi,
Yeah.
maybe we should send Nani in first to make sure there's nothing that's going to destroy your poor body.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really need this thing. I got plenty more.
What?
I don't know. I'm just making jokes. Yes, a Nadian!
Oh no. Wait, now I'm just picturing a fucking, like, somewhere in a cave in the hole are just a bunch of tubes.
Cold
full
storage.
Yep. Oh no. Oh no.
Just a bag of frozen pawpaw fruits from Whole Foods.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bombs. They're frozen pawpaws. Great.
No, like clone bodies, but for Umbi.
Oh, yeah,
Like
floating.
on an espalier, like albino tree.
Yeah, floating in syrup.
Yeah.
That would be wild if we find out that's why Umbi has survived as long as he has, is because he kept like regenerating clone bodies. Wild.
My least favorite Umbi was Matt Smith, actually. It's really helpful.
Wow. Not Peter Capaldi? Interesting.
No. He was my favorite, actually. Really cool.
Coconut Eccleston. All right, here we go.
So Cabby's just gonna nerf toss Nani into the water towards the wreck.
Sure. I wish I could whistle for no other reason
Yeah,
than to
I
do
know.
this every time.
As you do, Troy's just gonna like put his head on the railing, like leaning over a little bit and be like, sorry guys, I did not expect to see anyone from the Crags today or here, much less like that guy was like my crew, you know, and I hope he has some answers for us.
Why are you apologizing? We got a free ship out of it.
Free ship, free stuff,
Listen, got some good stuff in the Crags. We're good at that.
and your friend's not dead.
Yeah.
A real win-win today, if I say so.
Do you guys how are you supposed to talk to your bruv when he says that he's surprised that he did not perish in the shipwreck, what with all of his crewmates?
Did he say that to you?
Yeah. Hopefully he was just like tired from all the booting, but we'll see.
And the almost dying.
Yeah,
That
no.
might be like survivor's
Survivor's guilt.
Guilt. Yeah, thank you, Julia. I mean, thank you,
What is-
Cammy.
what's guilt?
What's
Oh,
guilt?
it's when you feel bad about something.
Oh,
Yeah, like, oh, I stole a loaf of bread from someone who really needed it. I feel kind of bad about that.
Remember when all the green folk around you are trying to, like, smooch you? And you're like, I can't smooch all of you. And you feel bad about not being able to smooch all of them?
no, I don't feel bad. I'm just like it's not the right time for the Riptide, you know.
It's not the right hour for the Riptide.
Yeah, the Riptide's out. It's coming in later.
Thank you. That's what I should have said.
No, it's all part of the same. It's all from
The
the same
Riptide's
vibe.
coming later.
Yeah,
Jesus
Riptide's coming
Christ.
back in.
Jesus Christ.
Tide's out right now, bruh.
All right, well, now that that's done with,
Nothing's funnier than like that happening while like Cammy can't see.
oh no, I think that's exactly what Cammy was about to do. Cammy's gonna sit down on the deck, crisscross applesauce, and go, "All right, don't let anything happen to my body," and then morgue into Nani.
Hell yeah.
And you see Umbi do a basketball blockout stance around Cammy's body.
But your
Nice.
form's looking great, bruh.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
I can tell.
I like the idea that we have multiple times ended conversations with Troy with, well, now that that's over.
Troy's like, this is normal. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, Troy, you did the button. Time to do the next thing. Sure. Yeah. How do we do checks with our good friend Nani?
Yes, she has stats.
Should I use her? I should use her stats or your stats?
Your familiar adds your proficiency bonus to its armor class, saving throws, and damage rolls.
Oh, okay. So then if you're looking through the eyes, let's do your stuff. I think we're going for investigation here. We're looking specific. Tell me what specifically you're looking for, Gulia.
I am looking for two things. I am looking for loot,
Yeah.
and I am looking for what may have caused the shipwreck.
Cool.
Nice.
And I'm rolling perception or investigation.
Investigation, if you two want to look from the ship side, you can. Either perception or something specific, like nature or whatever.
I'd love to do history, just if I recognize this vessel from the crags or
Sure.
any amount of like insignia, sails, etc.
That's a great idea. Brandon, you want to do anything?
I'm thinking.
Brandon, I'm going to just point my mic down so you can hear the sound of a D20 the size of a baby's head.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was
Chunky.
tasty.
17 for history.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Amanda, are you looking more, what are you looking for, Amanda?
Crags dependent context as to like who this is from, if it's officially sanctioned, if it's from the royal family or somebody else, but nothing about why it crashed or where it was going.
Okay, yeah, so then can I do maybe history or whatever you think for the ship itself or like any kind of, I don't know, maybe like Arcana to see if there's any sort of like stink on this boat, you know?
As we know, magic smells.
Magic does smell. That's true. Yeah, if you want to do Arcana, that's cool.
I rolled a 19 on my investigation.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I rolled a 4 plus 6 for 10.
You have plus 6
Plus
to
6.
Arcana?
Yeah, bruh.
Man, I'll start with Umbi. Umbi, this boat is debris. It's debris, as the kids call it. It's straight debris. You might assume that even in places that have low magic, like the crags, there might be some sort of like navigation stuff that happens. I think with a 10, you might see that there's some sort of like, there's like a ping that comes off of it in terms of like its navigation using the stars and orienting itself. So I think that there's more than one ship. Like there's definitely some sort of like ping that tells, like radar almost, where like you can tell each other like, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm here, hey, I'm here, as a magic spell, which would be on this ship. So you would assume that that ship would not exist by itself, telling people magically I am here, unless you were doing it to something else.
Sure.
Cool.
Makes sense.
But this shipwreck is just one ship in and of itself, but there's probably other ships around in the area. That's what you're saying. Potentially.
Let me be a little bit more specific.
Okay.
This ship is one ship. It is so kaput. It is 2x4s at this point. However, that there is some sort of like magical radar happening that it has done to another vessel, probably a friendly of some sort. However, it's also pretty close to the shore, so it also might be to like home base.
So it has some kind of like short range communication system. So either it was communicating with something on shore or another boat that isn't here right now.
Right, because you're pretty close to Little Key Island. So if there was some sort of like I don't know, welcoming committee or like a harbor master there. It was like someone knows the ship exists and did a GPS ping.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we can't rob it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sent out a ping of its own volition.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like when you steal a cell phone and then later check it for GPS and then say, fuck, the GPS was still tracking and then throw it out the window.
Hey, Amanda?
In heist movies.
When Amanda does crimes.
Good catch.
In my fictional stories. Troy, what'd you get?
17 history check.
17 history check. This ship also blown to pieces for sure. 3 things you notice. One is, again, it's flying the Breakstone flag.
Yes.
As we said before, each of the houses kind of has its own variation of the Crag's flag, depending on coloring or adding or subtracting certain stuff. The Breakstone flag has gold instead of white, and also the sprout comes out of a boulder. The second is that you can see that one of the planks of wood has a name on it, and it's like Rolling Stone 4, which is one of the official like royal vessels. This is like one of their traveling ships. It's not one of the big ones. It's not like the royal yacht or a battleship or anything. It's not an armada, but it is one of the ones that goes out and does stuff. 4, pretty good. Not 1 through 3, but 4.
All right.
So that's
Troy's
something.
like, one of the okay ones.
The third thing, 3 Lips talking about snacks. There are some jars, some sealed jars bobbing in the water out in the wreckage. Troy, is there like a really stanky snack that they eat in the Crags?
Gotta be rock grubs.
Rock grubs, fermented rock
How
grubs?
are those prepared?
Yeah.
Well, you scrape them off a rock, you put them in a jar, you wait 2 to 4 months till most of the wiggling has stopped, but not all of it. That's the trick. Then you eat them up.
What do they taste like? Umami, right?
Yeah.
It's umami. It's very umami.
It's got a real terroir
Mineral,
flavor to it.
salt.
The taste of place.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it does taste of place because I think that everyone in the Crags has rock grubs, but depending on like the terrible circumstance you live in, it tastes
Yes.
different. Like
Yes.
you live near a volcano, spicy.
Some of them dusty.
Some
Yeah.
dusty
They
ones.
smell like raspberries, though. They just don't taste like it.
Yes. That's good.
A real fruity smell, but it tastes like the earth. For
I
sure.
like that.
Rock grubs.
Like space.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
like space. Or raw meat. Yeah, rock grubs. Jars of rock grubs bobbing out in the water.
Hey, Harold, can you reach any of those? Those are good snacks. Good guys.
The jars of bugs?
Yeah, rock grubs. You guys don't have rock grubs?
What?
Yeah. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty good.
My sweet summer butter. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, as we pillage this shipwreck for anything we could use, some good provisions right there.
What? Providing what? Provisioning what? It being nasty?
Nutrients,
Name 3. Name 3 nutrients.
rock, grub, taste.
Fine. You want it?
Not to be rude, Harold, but do you even eat? Sorry, I'm hurt. I didn't expect to see someone from my past today. Harold, that's on me. I'm going to take a lap.
Harold-
Troy walks around the steering wheel 3 or 4 times.
Harold turns and rolls eyes at Syl and then reaches a big algae hand down and tries to grab at the jars.
Thank you, buddy.
Cool. And then 17 for you, Camstar.
19.
19 for Camstar. Okay, what are we looking for?
I don't know how I feel about you calling my character Camstar.
Camstar, what's up? Yeah, so tell me specifically what do you want? What are you looking for?
Right. So I was looking for 1, things to pillage, and 2, what might have destroyed this ship.
Cool. Okay, I think that y'all got here a little too late for amber and doubloons. They would have been sunken into the great deep at this moment. So this wasn't fresh wreck, let's say.
Okay. Nani's an octopus. She can go deeper and look to see if there's anything like real good down there.
Oh, I thought you were investigating the wreck.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wreck and if there's any like things that are noticeable, but if I think from the indication that the good shit might have sunk further, like I'll go down and try to find the good shit. Like we've done this before, we're pirates.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I'm just giving you a layout of what's currently out here in the specific thing.
Yeah, I think we're in no rush to make it to the island, so let's get it for all it's worth.
Yeah.
This is like when we're playing Dredge and you're like, man, I really need some wood to upgrade my ship. I'm going to spend like all day just trying to find wood that's deep underneath the water.
Right. You're gonna dredge this. You're spending a lot of time dredging this specific area. Yeah, you would have to go down deeper. I think this is not like a super duper fresh crash or wreck. This is like you'd have to go to wherever the stuff kind of sunk to go get it.
Listen, I'll hop over there and just, go through the stuff if Nani wants to go down deep.
Same.
Okay. Nani can go deep. That's her thing.
With a 19, let me tell you some other stuff over a 19 before you go do stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, again, this is blown apart.
Do I see evidence of maybe scorching or evidence of an explosion?
Not an explosion, no. No fire, no gunpowder, no... This is like when I used to get trained in like lifeguard stuff. This is like no fire, no wire, no gas, no glass, to make sure that like to figure out what happened to a person if they came up unconscious.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But it seems like the whole thing is separate. It wasn't like one single point of impact.
Yeah, maybe a single point of impact, but it was destroyed. It was crunched.
Would you say there's any alchemical substances around,
No,
Eric?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
No.
Can I... This is going to sound like a crazy thing I'm about to say. Can I tell if something went, and I don't know how to describe this in words, but went...
Sure. Give me a nature check.
Karate chop
Now,
it.
for the listeners at home, Julia raised her
Big
fist
chop.
up in the air and did a big
A
chop.
big chop.
Like a paper cutter. A normal tool that elementary schools have and that kids used all the time in the 90s.
Oh.
Did the kids use them at your school?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we were not allowed to use them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, guns are fine, but not the big blade. All right.
Brandon goes, I do not endorse Texas.
Yeah.
I didn't realize my nature was so high. It's a +4, which makes this a 17.
A
Hell
17.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with Big Chop. Let's say Big Chop. Big Chop coming down from the top, destroying stuff.
Big chop from the deep.
Big
chop
chop.
from the top. We don't know.
Big Chop.
This is in the middle of the water, yeah?
This is yes. Again, you are a half a full day's sail away from. So not like I can't see anything in any direction, but it's certainly not close to any sort of land.
Can I roll maybe a history or something? Do I know anything about any sea monsters, Eric, in the Great Salt Sea?
I think I would say nature there.
Nature?
Yeah.
Can you do your feet?
Yeah, I think I know you.
Yeah, I think I know you, but for a sea monster?
I think I have to see the person, right?
You
for that
do.
to work?
Correct.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing for 3 lips just to fuck with Amanda.
I fucked your mom.
Ah!
19 plus 3 for 22.
Hey, you know what does Big Chop, Brandon?
Big octopus?
Big
crab?
Big crab.
Big crab.
Big
crab.
octopus could have done Big Chop. Big crab.
Big
this,
squid.
This is looking more and more like very large thing came down and destroyed ship.
Also, do we have any like nautical legends of like the Kraken, kind of thing?
I wouldn't say straight Kraken. I think that it's a little bit more chill, especially because you guys have like a local monster at the holds. Like sea monsters, it was kind of accepted. Like, oh, well, if we're going to reveal the Great Salt Sea, there's probably things in there we've never seen before. So it's a little bit unlike our traditions of like sea monsters now. It's more like, imagine. The only way I can describe it is like if all of a sudden they're like, hey, there's a secret 51st state of the United States, and you went there, you'd be like, I bet there's some wild shit there.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's accepted, and I mean, you've also seen stuff like it, and it's part of the deal of being out on the Great Salt Sea. It's protecting yourself from things that are much, much, much larger than you.
So we would be the ones marking Here Be Monsters on the map as opposed to viewing the already marked Here Be Monsters on the map.
Correct. I would also say that, like, nothing's like a, maybe Havana looks over and being like, yeah, that's a metaphor for living your life better. But I wouldn't say anyone else not necessarily a lot of other people feel that way. Like, This is not like the metaphor of the Leviathan. It's like, the Leviathan is there. I saw one. It was like when I went whale watching. You know what I mean?
It wouldn't surprise us to learn something like that really existed or to see it, but we don't know any specifics, basically.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, I'm sure that there was a big sea monster that could do a big chop.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to yell up to Harold and just be like,
Harold! Potential monster alert. Just heads up. Probably not close. Shipwreck seems to be old, but just be ready to haul tail if we need to.
Haul and sail. Got it. Syl and Harold are both holding ropes. just holding them at the ready.
Yeah, you guys want to head over there, see what's what?
yes, I do. Julia, are you coming too?
Cammy is still blind and deaf, so cannot tell.
So yeah, just for flavies, I'm just going to take out two... in my head, they're like green glowing transportation bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Hand one to Troy, give a little kiss, and then chuck it in the air.
To teleport over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is there something for you to teleport onto? Because it seems like this is like just fully wreck.
There's like doors and stuff to stand on. That's fine.
Okay.
This is like, you can stand in this area. The game designers allowed you to come over to this area.
Gotcha.
You know?
Just making sure.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Good thinking, Julia.
I also have 10 feet of slow fall, so maybe he chucks it like 5 foot in the air and he's just like showing off a little bit, you know.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah.
Brag.
In my head, it's a Mary Poppins umbrella.
Yep, but it's my hat?
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't decided yet.
Oh, yeah, you got a little flower as a hat.
A little flower spiraling down.
Cute.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
That's adorable.
No. Yeah, you guys can pick and poke at it.
Troy's going to throw the bomb, teleport into the midst of the wreck, brushing tears away as he sees, all the craggish wood and, smells the smell that those ships are made of. And he's going to just, poke around and try to find anything related to who this crew was, what their mission was, if there's any kind of, quarters or captain's log or chest bobbing in among the wreck.
Sure, yeah. Give me another investigation.
Why aren't I proficient in investigating? Shit. It's just a 7.
Yeah. No, you don't find anything particular. I think that anything that's there would have been deeper down or has kind of went away with the tide.
Can I also roll investigation?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Treasures.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys can dive down if you want.
I think I'm going to look for things that might be in barrels, that are floating.
Sure.
Besides the grubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that, there's got to be some buoyant materials like gunpowder, or maybe not gunpowder, but, oil, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
no, I got you in barrels and stuff. If only I had a fact about how barrels are buoyant or something. I don't know.
Are barrels buoyant?
Yep, and they're actually a lot more efficient than square containers because when you put them in together, you can store them either on their side or upright. That's not true of square containers in curved boats,
Oh.
Whoa.
Damn. I love my curvy boat.
What's a boat if not curvy, you know?
Damn. What's a wife if not a boat?
Damn.
Damn. That's a shirt that you could wear at the Book Depository Island.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Well, Eric, I got a 2 + 3 for 5.
Ah, piss.
Hell yeah, dude. There's a barrel floating right in front of you, Umbi. You open it up. God, it smells so weird in there. It's more rock.
What the fuck is this?
It's full of rock grubs.
Rock rubs. No.
Oh, what
He's
is
not one of the
this?
cans into the jars.
No, this goes straight to hell.
Umbi eats it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think as y'all dive down, I think you can even spend the rest of the day investigating and stuff, using Nani as your kind of little beacon. It's like a reverse periscope.
Yeah.
That you put the periscope in the water. Yeah, I think if you dive down, you can spend all day. There's there's definitely a chest down there full of doubloons. There's some other stuff that might have sunk to the bottom. It didn't sink all the way down to the great bottom of the Great Salt Sea where it's all dark and stuff, because you're kind of close to the archipelago, the keys, the small keys that the stadium's on. So it's not so deep, but y'all could spend all day doing that.
I will also say, Nani has dark vision, so even if it is deep dark down there.
Oh, I'm just not saying it's not a day. It's not. You don't have to swim down for a day.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Also, Nani has a little knife to shiv any fish that gets any ideas.
She doesn't need to. She's fine.
Her fins are razor sharp, Brandon. Her tentacles are razor sharp.
Yeah.
Do you want Julia or us to roll for how much treasure we get, or
Yeah. Give me one of you roll 1d20 right now.
not Brandon
got
or
it.
me? Not Brandon or me.
19.
19. Ooh.
19.
Whoa, that's the second highest one.
It is.
Incredible. I think as you fish around and if you spend all day doing this, Nani's like poking around down there and being like, no, those are wet socks. No, it's more rock grubs. No. I think eventually you pop one open and there's just like a smaller chest inside of a smaller chest inside of a smaller chest. And inside is a little amber.
You hear it like it's just silence for a really long time, and then Cammy, who is still blind and deafened, goes. "Ah!"
And Umbi, who was lathering on his Allyson creams, squirts the bottle unexpectedly because he got scared.
So how do you get the amber up from the water? Does Nani do it?
Yeah, now he's gonna pull it up.
Cool.
Things are buoyant in the ocean.
Cool.
I can also shoot my friendship crossbow.
I don't like what's happening here, Eric.
Cool. Hey, what's Nani's AC?
It's a great question. Will you also tell me what's about to happen?
Yeah, eventually.
Well, Eric, I have spells and shit. That's why I want to know.
Sure.
Her armor class is 12, but hold on, 1 second. I get a thing.
1 second.
No, hold on. I do genuinely get a
second.
thing. I'm not just trying to stall for time.
Hold on. Wait.
I'm putting on the glove.
My familiar adds my proficiency bonus to its armor class. So that means Nani's AC is 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, that's a 14 plus, what's my perception? 3, so 17.
Okay.
That's pretty high.
Pretty high.
I think Nani is floating up slowly, kind of like. I love the idea there's like 3 suckers on a piece of amber and just like try to push up.
3 tentacles, and then the rest of them are swimming.
Yeah, the rest of them are swimming.
Beautiful. Just beautiful, really.
Elegant.
She's
Yeah.
majestic.
I
You
love
wouldn't
her.
do anything to such a majestic creature, Eric.
Yeah.
No, that'd be a crime against nature.
And then Nani gets like pushed. There's a big flow of water going over to the right. And Nani looks, and you see that there's a barrel open with rock grubs coming out of it. And you see that a big claw covered in seaweed coming out of the darkness and grabs the barrel. And then Nani turns, and then another claw comes out of nowhere and grabs Nani on the head.
Reaction.
Okay.
Intrusive thought. As a reaction, when a creature you can see within range uses its action to attack or takes the dash, dodge, or disengage actions, they must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes an action of your choice.
Okay.
Ooh.
I love the intrusive thought is, my claws aren't big enough, are they?
Owie, hot.
Yeah, what am I rolling?
A wisdom save.
All right, I got +2 to that. What am I looking for?
I don't know, roll, I'll tell you.
All right, fuck me. All right, that's a 16.
Fuck, he's 14. Shit.
I think steam comes off of Nani towards the big claw, and then, whoa, static. You can't see anything anymore.
I'm mad at you right now.
Hmm?
I need a second to roleplay correctly.
Oh, Nani. She'll be okay.
I know I can just resummon her, but it hurts anyway. Yeah, Cammy's just gonna come gasping out of their trance, for lack of a better phrase. And it's just like, oh, very not good. Very not good.
Cammy, what's up? What happened?
We need to leave.
Well,
We need to leave right now.
Where's
where's
Nani?
Nani?
Harold, we're leaving right now.
Okay, let's
Nani?
go.
Sails out. Sails out.
Sail.
Where's Nani? We can't trade one crew member for another.
I will get Nani back in a little bit. I need to rest, and then I can get Nani back.
I think Troy is gonna haul over to the side of the ship where Cammy was and cock his bow and yell friendship and fire a bow into the depths where Nani's little stream of burbles was coming back up at.
Okay, give me an attack roll, my
How
man.
far does that go?
300 feet.
Oh, shit.
Wow, 300 feet.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
That's a 15.
Okay. That misses. Do you want to do something else?
Yeah, I get 2 attacks now.
All right, do it.
Hell yeah, dog.
All right, that's a 22.
22. Okay.
Go fuck yourself, Eric. Go fuck yourself. It's a 22.
Okay.
Friendship.
The sails are out, picking up the wind that's coming off the island. So there's quite a lot of headwind as you're shooting towards the stadium. Troy, your arrow, as you say, friendship. The rope and the arrow streams away from you and fires into the depths. It hits something hard. And as you are going faster and faster, like you see as the boat is speeding away, like the slack of rope. I know that it's a magical rope, but like, you know, if you were looking at an anchor or something.
It start to run out.
It's like,
Troy, cut the rope. Troy, cut the rope.
Enemies, say enemies, whatever, I don't know, fix it!
The rope is undoing,
No,
it's
I know.
unfurling.
I know. I'm using a risk die to use limb shot, where when I hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack, it can expend a risk die to drop an item of my choice that it's holding. So I want this guy to drop Nani if that's what I hit.
Okay, let's see it.
Damn.
Okay, so the target has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Constitution saving
I
throw.
feel like a big crab, maybe, or whatever this is. You did say claw, right?
What am I looking for?
13.
13? That's a 5 plus 9. That's a 14. Sorry, my
Jesus
man.
Christ. Yeah, we should not be fighting this thing.
Shit. And Troy will take another arrow and cut the rope off.
You are speeding towards small key.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
I just want to assure everyone that Nani's gonna be fine.
Also, I don't know if there are Christian hymns in Verda
I was just
Stello.
gonna say, enough with this path shit! But I love that, Nani, and it's not fair!
Amazing Grace was a poinsettia. All right, here we go. We're speeding towards Small Key Island. The sun is setting. You are still half a day away, but you can make it by sunrise if you sail through the night.
Hey, it's Amanda. I am coming out of a week of summer sickness, which I definitely don't recommend, but I do recommend pretending that you're a pirate on the Great Salt Sea if, like me, you had to gargle a lot of salt water to make your sore throat feel better. I am all for doing whatever pretending and imagination we have to do to make our daily tasks a little bit more fun. So welcome to the midroll. I think I would definitely be, I don't know, maybe like a sturdy grub. That's what I'm feeling like right now. Welcome to our newest patrons, Jupiter, Maria, and David. All three of you are very smart and attractive because you took advantage of the option to make an annual pledge. That means you pay upfront just one time for an entire year of Patreon support. You are all absolute rock stars who make this show possible. It is because of your financial support on Patreon that we are able to make this show every dang week and make sure that there are never any bad Tuesdays coming into your future. So be like Jupiter, Maria, and David, and the hundreds of other smart and attractive people who are our patrons, and join us at patreon.com/jointhepartypod. And remember, if your income is inconsistent, if you came into a little bit of money, if you want to just pay up front one time and give yourself the gift of Join the Party Patreon benefits all year long, you can do that right up front for a discount. patreon.com/jointhepartypod. This week at Multitude, it is Pride all year round, pretty much, because a lot of us are queer and a lot of our shows are as well. And we love that we get to shout out Queer Movie Podcast here at the end of June. This is, of course, a queer movie watch party hosted by Rowan Ellis and Jazza John. You can join them as they research and rate their way through the queer film canon, one genre at a time. From rom-coms to slashers, contemporary art house cinema to black and white classics, QMP is a celebration of all things gay on the silver screen. New episodes every other Thursday, so go ahead and look up Queer Movie Podcast in your podcast app now. We are sponsored this week by PotionSlingers, the fantastic deck building strategy card game that hopefully you have gotten very excited about over the course of these last few ads. This is, of course, a deck building game with a twist. And the twist is that the decks are built while you play, and cards stick around until you use them, so you can stack and combine them to your heart's content. They have all different kinds of play styles for the different characters that they offer, and a flip ability that upgrades them when certain conditions are met. The game is weird, the game is wild, and every card is a pun or a reference to alchemy, a really deep cut, or all of the above. It is so joyful. And it's also super accessible both for fans of multiplayer deck building and for newer tabletop game players like me. The art is also so amazing. You're going to want to check it out. It describes itself as a magical junkyard aesthetic. If you like things that are alt and weird, this is 100% for you. So do yourself a favor, go to PotionSlingers.com to see the cards for yourself and buy a copy. That's PotionSlingers.com. We are also sponsored this week by BetterHelp. It is so easy to get caught up in what everyone needs from you and not take any time to think about what you need from yourself. And let me tell you, being fully homesick, unable to work, and just like napping and, watching YouTube videos and trying to drink fluids for the last week was really a good reminder to me that I need to make sure my own needs are filled before I have any hope of helping and doing things for others. And just being, again, I don't wish it. I don't want to do it again, certainly. And I hope no one else has to come down with a terrible summer flu when you're very busy and have lots of stuff to do. But just saying, you know what, right now my body needs to sleep and to replenish my fluids and to take some medicine and, nap until the next episode of like Monty Don's latest BBC show comes on, that is what I have to do. And it is really, again, humbling and useful to know that that is what I need to be my best self for others, and something that therapy helps me to remember. So if you're looking for a way to start therapy or get back into therapy or bridge the gap maybe between seeing a therapist IRL, try BetterHelp. It's convenient, entirely online, and just has you fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. You can also switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/join the party today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/join the party. And finally, we are sponsored this week by Nerdy Kepi. They make quality queerwear in Portland, Oregon. They are a family-owned, trans-operated, and unionized company offering pride gear that's subtle, sustaining, and suitable for work in a variety of pride flags with sizes up to 5XL in most of their items. Now, wearing pride wear does not just help express my own identity, but also lets others around me know that I am a safe place and a safe person to come to. There is a lovely feeling in giving a nod to another person wearing a button or a fashion, right, or an item on the subway or on the bus or out and about. And it feels so nice, and it helps others know that you are a safe place and a safe person to come to. They also point out that you probably share an identity with the person who made your clothes, which is pretty amazing. And I know that in particular, if you are a person who was not socialized to wear skirts and dresses, and you're like, hey, that might actually be really interesting, then you should check out their skater dress. They say that it's very popular with a ton of people as my first dress. And actually a Join the Party listener who had never worn a skirt before or, experimented with their gender identity at all, bought their first skirt through Nerdy Kepi and absolutely loved it. You absolutely love to hear it. We love you, Nerdy Kepi, and happy end of Pride Month, but keep those fashions going all year round. Go to ithaspockets.gay, that's right, ithaspockets.gay, and use coupon code Join the Party for 20% off your first purchase. And now, let's get back to the show.
Cammy is going to very gently be like, I am going to take a nap in my cabin for, let me look up how long Find Familiar takes. It takes how long? An hour. For about an hour.
I got you.
And then I will be back.
Yeah, I don't think we'll need to man the cannon, so Umbi will sub in on the navigation for an hour.
What star is that? Was it there the whole time?
Well, see, the reason he's not a navigator in general is because he's been around so long that the stars have changed.
Right.
And so it's like
right.
difficult.
That's not where that goes.
That's the one I've been using that one for years. That's like when there's a new exit on a highway.
Yeah.
And like your parents, do you remember like in the early 2000s when your parents refused to use GPS because they're like, I know how to go places.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you sail through the night, as you get closer and closer to Small Key Island, it's almost like you're coming. From what I understand of what people say about like going to Vegas, it's just like out of nowhere something lights up over the horizon, and you
Yes.
see this massive stadium with big lights reflecting off of sea glass as a small and then bigger and bigger and bigger bright beacon on the sea.
Beautiful.
Pretty stupid to call it small, but it's really pretty big up close. Troy's weeping.
What's wrong, bud?
I'm so sad about Nani.
Oh, right.
I want her back. She's my crew.
I think she'll come back.
Okay, you're so old, you must know.
I've seen a lot of death in my day. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys are pretty cavalier toward it. It kind of freaks me and Havana out, to be honest.
Syl leans over and says, "Name 3 people you've seen die." Just for my
3
records.
Oh, I think your dad.
No, no.
Oh no, your dad is.
I have no dad.
Is your dad Harold?
No, not as I understand it.
Well.
Fine, that's one.
I saw JFK, which was. Which was.
Jacaranda F. Cactus,
Yep. Thank you.
the Senate's first Catholic senator.
Jesus Christ. That's what he said.
I saw my neighbor, who was a stink bug.
Nice. Okay.
That was sad. He was a good guy.
What did he die of?
Stink.
Made sense.
This didn't really expand my understanding of life, but I appreciate it.
Well, you know, when you get to my age, it's like life and death are all kind of the same thing, you know?
It all comes from the same juice.
Yep.
We live and we die, and we bloom and we wither.
No one tell Havana that, okay?
Seems interesting, though.
So you're a weird one, you know?
Well, I was only born 2 days ago.
Cool.
Yeah. What else do you guys talk about at night?
Hopes, dreams, brothers, love.
Yeah, I mostly talk about what I read recently.
Yeah. I got a lot more barrel facts, but I'm trying to just, like, ease them in.
Yeah.
You don't want to
smart.
use all of them too quickly.
No, it's actually what barrels is good for, is long-term storage,
Yeah.
so.
Being alive is wild.
That's what I'm always saying, Syl. It's really nice to have you here.
Absolutely.
Harold, I hope it's okay that we have Syl here also. I was gonna say another Harold, but nobody else is another Harold. It's just like it's like 2 people we can chat with.
Yeah. That's totally fine, but Syl should definitely be helping me drive. Because you're not
Ugh.
paying attention and no one else is paying attention. It's just me.
No, sorry, I'm too sad.
Eric, real fast, can we go into Umbi's inner Umbi and just Umbi's wants to ask.
Is Cammy up yet? These youths aren't great to talk to.
I don't know, probably.
Has it been an hour yet?
That star used to be all the way over there before.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Cammy, what does it look like? You reform. What is it? What are you doing?
I think it is like a very ornate tea ceremony nowadays.
Oh, cool.
I think the first time, and we've talked about this, but the first time that Cammy manifested Find Familiar, it was very like sudden and not intricate. But now the process has become more of a actual ritual than a fear-inspired moment of magic. So Cammy kind of takes her time with it. It is a tea that she is brewing from herself, which she doesn't do very often, but does occasionally do. And yeah, I think it's like a very ornate tea ceremony in order to summon Nani back into existence.
I like that.
Cool.
Yeah. What's the end portion? Like, how does Nani come back together?
I think it's pouring the cup of tea into the, like, there's probably a special teacup that she uses very specifically for this ceremony, and then pouring the tea in and then taking a little spoon and giving it a little mix, and from that steam that rises out of the cup, Nani is formed.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Is the cup the lid of the teapot?
No, but I love that. That's really cute.
No, that's very cool.
I was looking at different familiars and I was like, ooh, I could do a seahorse. Oh, that has no stats.
I think as you swirl the tea around, there must be like a final steeping, I think, of as Nani comes together. And as the steam comes up.
Are you rolling for Nani's PTSD?
Yeah, I'm rolling for Nani's PTSD.
Cool.
Or maybe my player's PTSD. As the steam comes up, you hear a familiar voice on the steam. I feel like you would have done something stronger. I don't mess around with any of this tea stuff. Maybe I make my own rot gut more powerful, I think.
The fuck?
But doesn't give as much love.
Who needs love when you have something powerful to drink?
I suppose so. I wouldn't know.
And then you hear
Hello, my baby.
Nani jumps up and suckers your face.
I am so sorry. Are you okay? Yeah, Jaws.
Eric, you can't whistle, but you can do that. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's good enough.
Yeah.
Kind of impressive.
It's like, no, claws.
Claws, right, claws.
Claws.
Did you get a good look at it? Is that a yes or no?
That's I was too busy doing something else.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, we could communicate telepathically this whole time. All right, girl.
Yeah, but we don't. We sure
But
don't.
we don't. It's
We
more
sure
fun
don't.
that way.
Hell yeah. All right. You are pulling up like at the end of a car ride. We just got to get out and stretch your legs. You're pulling up to the harbor of Small Key Stadium.
Whee!
Yay!
Cammy comes out of the cabin and goes, look who I have.
Nani! Yay!
Troy falls to his knees.
By like the little shrug she does.
Nani!
See, Troy, she's fine.
See, death is just life, but different, you know?
That's true.
Okay. Nani, I'm so sorry. I feel like I really imperiled you.
Troy, you don't have to cry over me. And you see Three Lips is leaning against the inside of the hold coming out onto the top.
It's normal for bros to cry about bros. We talked about this.
I'm fine. I swallowed a bunch of seawater.
Troy hugs him too.
You doing all right, Three Lips?
Troy, you're getting all up in my hair flip. Yeah, no, I'm alright. I slept for a while. I don't know what... we're gonna have to double check what happened and what I dreamed or what I thought I was I thought I was dead. It's alright, though.
Did you see a big seaweed crab?
That's what that was.
I think so.
I thought it was the Reaper coming with its big scythe to harvest me.
And it was made out of seaweed?
Yeah.
Did Havana read a big book to you? Because we didn't grow up with that shit.
Me, I can't. I have weird dreams. It was. I saw an angel with 500 flowers and 500 wings.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did your ship have any good shit on it? Because we couldn't find any.
I found a little bit of amber, but then the giant crab came back, so it didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be mad that you tried to take my stuff, but it did all fall.
Well, no one else was using it.
No, you're right. I'm still getting used to I'm still getting used to Great Salt Sea social mores and
We
stuff.
were recovering.
There was
it.
no mores. We didn't see any seaweed mores.
Harold goes, boo! Boo this man!
Got him.
And then Syl goes, woo, yeah!
Syl also says, Harold told me I should boo. Boo!
Still no. It was a good joke.
But it was wordplay. No, we boo! Puns are the lowest form of humor!
I have to know who else was with you. Who did you sail with? Where's Rob? Was he on this assignment? Who else was there?
No, Rob was on the assignment.
Because we don't send ships out alone.
No, we don't. It was official Crag's royal business, and I can't.
I know it's not super important because it happens all the time in the Crags, but you're like, King wasn't on that ship, right?
No, it was me. It was
Just
me.
you?
Well, me and some guys, and there was there's another ship. I guess I should go find the other ship. No, the King wasn't on there. It's number 4. We was number 4 and 5. Rolling Stone number 4 and 5. So no, it wasn't the Royal. It wasn't like the Royal Yacht or anything.
I mean, you can feel free to like tell us what you were doing. It's fine.
I
Yeah,
can't. There's like it's official Craig's business.
Well, you see, I mean, we're being nice because you're friends with Troy here, but like we are pirates, so like you are kind of on our boat. Like you should just like share your shit.
no.
If it makes you feel any better, you can tell them that we threatened you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is my new crew now, and me, Troy Riptide, a normal guy from the Crags, is best friends with these crewmates. They are my crew, and anything about what's happening
us.
in the Crags like isn't super relevant to me anymore because I am just normal here on a ship with my bros.
Hey, Umbi,
Yeah.
why did Troy say he was normal like 5 times?
7 times? I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's weird.
Is Troy talking about like how trying to be humble about how abnormal his like abs are? You know?
Do you think Troy is royalty? Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
Troy might be secret royalty.
Like, if you have anything to say in front of my crew, you can say it in front of my crew. Not like they're my crew, but like we're all crew.
Well, if you're all normal people, then I can't tell you official Crag. I can't tell you official royal business.
I work for the king.
No, you don't.
You don't know?
Yes, I do.
I'm technically a senator, I think, on paper still.
What? We don't have. What's a senator?
Don't worry about it. It's overstock shit. But
Is that like a lord?
Yes.
Is that a duke?
But because
Yes.
we're all normal, we can't do anything bad to like the royal family because we're just normal.
I'm so confused.
Me too.
What? I can't tell you. What we're here for? We're here. I'm competing in the Bullseye games.
Whoa, me too.
You are?
I got invited.
I guess we did too.
Who's competing for? You're competing for the Crags?
Me, yeah. I picked up shooting after you left. So,
Oh man.
because I wasn't as good as you, but I was kind of the best out of the bunch. No
Oh.
pun intended for Lord.
So how
Lord
did you get
Commander Hammond.
invited to this if you weren't very good?
Well, you know,
I say nicely.
fair, honestly. I mean, I'm pretty good. I gotten better. I'm not as good as Troy, but I picked up.
Well, no one is.
Yeah. I'm kind of the best shot on the Great Salt Sea. So
Yeah.
Or everywhere.
thanks.
Yeah, I picked up like one of the old rifles they had, and I got pretty good at it. But you know, each of the governments get an invite. But sometimes they take them, and sometimes they don't. So they decided to send me out here to see what I could do. So I'm doing it, and I'm like, oh my god, maybe I'll see Troy, and then I did. So that's why.
Was that the official business? Was your shooting?
Yeah, the official business is. Hold on. There's not in this pocket, in this pocket, it's this pocket. He looks inside it, and there's like a vest, and there's a pocket in there, and this pocket. Oh yeah, hold on. And he reaches into like one pocket that's like oil skin, so it's waterproof. And it's like, no, that's where my ID is. Those are my house keys. But he takes out the same invitation that Troy has. It's invited to like a representative from the current Craggish royalty.
Oh, like, so he didn't specifically get an invite. It was just like, hey, send one of your dudes.
Yeah, Three Lips says that like each of the official governments still get like an invite. Like you can send someone to the Bullseye games, and they decided to make him champion or whatever. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't, especially because of all the weird religious, socioeconomic, governmental conflicts and oohs and ahs that I was talking about last episode.
Sick, bro.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's lying by omission?
Sure.
Yeah, like, why send 3 ships or at least 2 ships to have one guy come to this?
It's far.
12 plus 3 is 15. Not bad.
15. Ask a question.
I believe that what he said is the truth about his shooting and his riflery, but I think he's probably leaving stuff out about his actual mission or like his additional mission.
Like, is there a secondary mission or a primary mission?
Yeah, so I want to know whether or not he's like leaving details out.
Was that the whole mission? Was that the whole thing? Was just the shooting? Because I don't know why you would call that a mission. You know, it's just like a
Activity.
thing, a fun event, a vacation.
I guess King Hyperion's trying to establish the Crags in as many international competition as possible, but I mean, I guess my ship got destroyed. I think that they're trying to come up with an excuse to throw me out of the royal guard. I'm
What?
not very good at
What?
this.
No.
Troy, I mean, listen, I used to do this with Troy, and Troy backed me up like so much. He made me look so much better by comparison.
We talked about defending yourself.
I haven't been able to do it, and I think that like if I win, it's good, but if I lose, they'll find a way to fire me. And you know, Troy will tell you, fire means you put them in a cannon and shoot them off the edge of the world. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get fired so hard. So I mean, there's another ship. I have to find 5. There were like guys who were supposed to be watching me and stuff, but all the people that were on my ship got scuttled, I guess.
Murdered by a big crab. Yeah.
He's scuttled, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I mean, but it's cool that Troy's here. I didn't think I would run into you.
The name of the big crab is Scuttle, so when you get killed by the crab, it's scuttled.
I was trying to be polite. A bunch of people died.
Cammy's just like, huh. And is watching Troy's desire to win probably leaving his body.
I mean, if you win and you head back, is that good?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, do you want, like, is that what you want? Do you want to stay with us instead?
You could be a pirate.
Maybe.
great.
I definitely want to go back. I think they also want the prize, right?
What's the prize again?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I just wanted to compete for like glory and stuff.
Troy loves glory.
Yeah.
I love gold.
Yeah.
I like amber.
Also good.
Whoa!
Did Three Lips do that?
Yeah, one of 3 lips to that. It's like, oh yeah, you can see. It's like, and then you turn and there's a big billboard like on the nearest pub that's next to the docks, and it'd be like, Bullseye game. This year's Bullseye games with a special prize, this ancient artifact. And you see that there's a silhouette of what looks like a rounded key.
Yeah, no, we need that.
Yep. No, we need that for certain.
Yeah, that's ours.
We'll
Yeah.
kidnap you if
ours
we
now.
have to, if that's what you got to tell the bosses. So.
Yeah,
What
we
is-
will kidnap
Yeah.
you.
What is it? It's. Do you know what the magical item is?
I just want it. It looks nice.
Yeah, we have this whole thing where if we hear tell the magical item, we just have to go and get it. That's what kind of brought us together as a crew.
I'm sure we could sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Trade it.
Oh, what does it do? Oh, what is it?
I don't know, but it looks great.
That's the thing, is like it's kind of less about what it does for us and more what like other people think they could get out of it. And so
Yeah.
it's almost like when like Umbi's so old and Cammy is also like less old but some, and so both of them have taught me that like when you say to other people like, oh well, I don't know, maybe it will be good for you, and like maybe it's very old and maybe it's like very valuable, or like, oh
That's a
yeah,
good
this
Cammy
tea,
impression.
This could be like really helpful, but maybe it could kill you. Then people like
Little high for
they
my voice, but-
assume the most, and so then they give you more money or respect or fear or whatever.
This is like your friend trying to explain crypto to you. And 3 Lips is just nodding.
Now, Three Lips, have you ever been to an antique fair?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I'm
well,
working.
It's a place where people sell basically junk, but then they say, ooh, you know, I'll list it at $20, but do you want it for $15? When they only paid $2 for it. I'm sorry, doubloons.
Oh, in the crags, they call that a jumping flea market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fucking great.
It's called a scam in Overstock.
And that's our favorite thing.
That's just a market. It's just there's just like a giant outdoor. In my head, there's outdoor markets everywhere in Overstock. It's like multi-layered. I don't know if you've been to like, or you've seen stuff in Tokyo, or like in Pokemon, which is based off of Tokyo, when like in Goldenrod, the massive department store. It's just like 10 floors of different sorted open markets.
I like it though that you could access each level like via a vine or something.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're,
yeah.
like sort of offset.
Oh, yeah. It's all open. Like it's like
Yeah.
a skyscraper with no walls, so you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
access it
cool
straight up from any
That's
floor.
cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm picturing Jason Bourne like tearing up those awnings. Delicious.
Okay, but like if I win, I gotta take the key back with me.
No, that's the
Don't
thing.
worry, you probably won't.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna
Yeah.
die.
Well, then we'll kidnap you, take you away with
Yeah.
us.
You'll be a pirate.
Don't you want to be a pirate?
Think of it this way. You don't do it, you die. You do win, we kill you and take it anyway. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, man, we eat real good out on the open sea. You thought rock ropes was good? Man,
They are good.
it's not even close.
Just wait until you eat at the Outback Steakhouse.
So good, man. The foods is so small, but they taste like so much. It's like more flavor per bite than anything I've ever heard before.
After smelling those rock grubs, I don't trust Troy's taste, like, at all. I think your mouth is broken, Troy.
I think it tastes good. Not the rock grubs, to be clear. The Outback Steakhouse.
Okay.
Is that why people on the hold keep asking to check out my mouth?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
All right, well, I mean, let's talk about it later. I gotta think about it, and
Gotta think about
they're
it.
also they're gonna be watching me the whole time. So I don't.
I mean, fucking fine. Whatever, man. We'll go get it ourselves. Bye.
We'll make you look good, but then you will lose, ultimately.
Okay.
Listen, we're gonna have a fair competition, and when the competition's done, which is fair, then we will unfairly take you away onto our ship, away from the people who mean you harm. What's wrong with that? You were so jealous when I left for the open sea, man.
No, you're right. I know, but I can't leave. I don't know. I gotta
have to convince you to go on an adventure like this with me.
Not everyone's meant for this life, Troy.
Yeah, some people we just throw overboard, you know?
Okay,
Some people don't like being
Right.
dirty all the time.
Metaphorically.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll see
Listen,
you all
sorry,
later.
it's been a long night. You make sure you stay safe. If you want to stay in the cabin, you can. I can bunk down with Harold and Sil. It's fine.
No, I gotta find the fifth ship. I'm looking for the Rolling Stone 5. They're looking for me. I'll see you later. Guys, thank you.
If you're leaving, you didn't see us, okay?
No, of course not.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
Tell
Look
them-
at me in the fucking eyes.
Shit.
You didn't see us, right?
You smell like ointments I've never smelled.
That's right. And if you tell anyone, I'll slather them all over you.
No, I didn't. No, I would never tell someone I saw Troy. No, I would never do that.
Bro,
Why would I tell? I would never tell anyone I saw my brother, who I wouldn't do that. I swear on like my mom, Mrs. Three Lips,
you know that's not her name.
Marcia.
Thank you.
I swear on Marcia. Come on. I'll see you guys later.
As Three Lips leaves, can Troy just make eye contact with him one last time and do an intimidation check?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude. I'll roll against that.
Bros don't let bros be screwed over by their king.
Oh, Amanda's using the chonky dice, too.
All right. What am I doing?
Eric, what's that symbol?
I don't know. What is it?
Nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Ooh, hot damn.
What does the nat 20 look like on that dice?
I think it's like two squids. It's like two swans kissing or one squid.
Two squids kissing.
It's either two swans kissing or one squid.
True. Either one. I also rolled a nat 20.
What?
Okay, so my modifier is +5. Is that how we do it? Or is tied to the runner?
Here's what I'm gonna do instead.
All right.
Amanda, send me a message.
Okay.
If we both rolled nat 20s, I think we can have a short conversation with each other.
Ooh, I like it.
That's a secret.
Okay.
Oh, no, secrets.
So, Cammy, I just finished this really good book about it's like a
You
rom-com.
found a book?
Oh, I took it from the library.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
From the Book Depository Island. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. It was about what's a flower?
What is a flower?
That's what it was called. It's called What is a
Oh.
Flower? Yeah, and it was about a cereal grain, it was like a wheat berry who fell in love with like I guess it was like a daisy. I don't really.
It was a romance novel?
Yeah, it was
you want more
rom-com.
message.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was your cup of tea.
Oh, that's pretty much all I read.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Taking a screenshot of this so we have it. Cool. It's called the Mangolorian. Sorry, I was thinking about that.
That's very good.
That's pretty good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, didn't see that coming.
Like his whole vibe, or finding him out in the open sea, or both?
Finding him out on the open sea and him not wanting to go with me. Like, who
Yeah, that was
wouldn't?
weird, Troy. I thought you were your bro.
Who wouldn't want this life?
I don't know.
I don't.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people want to just be like dirty all the time, and also like have
Who's
to steal
dirty
food.
here?
And then you
Umbi.
smell Umbi.
There's like a SpongeBob style insert.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys. That key's not going home with anybody else. It's sailing with us right out of here.
Fuck yeah.
Damn right.
Oh yeah. I think you hear boing, 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 and you look up and there's a grasshopper that's covered in ferns, holding a clipboard and be like, "Are you here for? Is this long-term visitor? Is this long-term visitor parking? Or are you participating?"
I'm Troy Riptide,
We're competitors.
and I'm here to conquer these games.
That's your next champion.
Okay.
Cammy like uses a little magic to create like sparklers behind Troy.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, Troy, you're here. You can pull in. You can pull in below the stadium, and then you can get it set up in the lockers.
Oh, like now?
What do us his like support team do?
Trainers, coaches.
Trainers, support.
Oh,
I'm his water boy.
I'm not.
I'm Cammy.
I'm Cammy.
Cammy's my nutritionist, and Umbi is my meditation coach.
Yeah. Are you two involved in the showmanship portion?
Yes,
What? Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like you don't know what I'm talking about.
That's our
so-
grandpa. That's our grandpa.
So here's the official rules and everything. Have a good time with the Bullseye games. The opening ceremonies are gonna start in a few hours. Just pull in.
Ooh.
Pull in under the stadium.
Exciting. Thanks.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
What was your name,
Boing. Boing.
Bye.
I'm Marcus. Boing.
Thank you, Marcus. Have a wonderful day.
Hell yeah. So, Troy, you now have the official rules here. Here's what actually happens at the Bullseye games. There are 3 rounds. The first is the distance portion, which is about trying to hit a target from farther and farther and farther away.
We got this.
The second is paired showmanship. For those of our sports head out there, this is kind of like the NBA slam dunk contest, where you
We got
prepare
this.
trick shots. You will do 2 of them, and they kind of get scored like gymnastics on a scale of 0 to 10 by a number of judges. And then third and finally is precision. Similarly, you get closer and closer, you smaller and smaller things you need to hit. And that number total together is determines the winner of the Bullseye games, who's going to go home with the magical artifact. There's also some prizes for second and third as well.
Oh, what are those?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
We're not
matter.
gonna need them.
We're not
That's
going
a
to
good
need
point.
them.
I mean, we could steal all of them at the end.
That's true.
That's true. You will be able to go on a ride to space camp.
Yay!
3 VIP wristbands to Book Depository Island. Stupid.
Throw these right in the trash.
I don't want to go to Nickelodeon Studios at Book Depository Island in Orlando, Florida. Yeah, you get moon boots if you're third, and 2, you get a bunch of doubloons.
Hey, Julia, Brandon, I bet 4th place is a sticky hand.
Oh, I bet you're right. Yeah.
Everyone gets a bag. All the competitors get a bag. That's a sticky hand.
Consolation prize, yeah.
For sure. You're one of 7 contestants. You already know one of them is 3 Lips. And there's some stuff about like, upholding. There's like the majority of the rules given to you is actually like it's a sportsmanship pledge.
Oh.
Wow.
10 pages on what it means to be like a good competitor and sportsman.
Can I like super quickly check the rules to see like what the cheating things are that I can't do?
Sure.
I can't read this. It's too hard.
Okay.
Does it say dogs can't participate?
No, there's no rules that say dogs can't participate in the Bullseye
How about
games.
octopuses?
There we go.
Octopuses can't.
Oh.
Yeah. No, there isn't stuff about like cheating necessarily. The only cheating is like the entire thing is more of like more of a speech on the spirit of the games,
Like honor.
and honor and participating in good faith and the spirit of competition.
Blah, blah, blah. So, like, we're in it to win it.
In the paired showmanship portions that are prepared, you can kind of do whatever you want, but everything has to happen on the like athletic ability of each competitor's own merit for the distance and precision portions.
Cool.
Tight.
Interesting.
I mean, I think should we just start heading towards the?
Are they putting us up in a nice hotel?
Yeah, we can, like, so we're sailing the whole ship under the stadium. There's, like, an underground portion.
Yes, as you pull out of the main docks and go and sail under the stadium, you can see that the stadium is like the stadium actually straddles like an inlet. There are 2 pieces of like land in between, and the middle is a sailable water. You can also see that like boxes of like pro sports stadiums, sometimes the boxes are like in weird places where people sit. There are boxes that are under the stadium because like the main area as you sail under, you see like the main competition space is kind of like raised up, so you can, like, with reflections of the sea glass, you can fully, from a bunch of different angles, you can see everything that's happening in the main space. Cool. It's kind of like, Brennan, it's an inverted version of the Seattle Stadium, where the Seattle Stadium overhangs, but you can imagine this is like an underhang almost, where it's hanging out.
Cool.
You can see it. Yeah.
I want to go there.
That's pretty dope.
And as you see, like, everything, it's built out of, like, sea debris and everything.
That's awesome.
You're like, oh, these are made out of some ships that wrecked here on the island, huh?
Cool.
Interesting. There's a skeleton waving to me.
I wonder if there's more ghosts here.
No, go away, Kemi. So yeah, and there's a little dock down here that kind of like leads up with some stairs that kind of winds its way up into the stadium.
Coolio.
Yeah, we'll dock, and do we check in with somebody?
Yeah, there's another grasshopper with a clipboard standing at the dock over here.
Hello, sir.
All right, who is this? What team is this?
Troy and the Riptides.
Troy Riptide, okay, and you two are competing. Are you two are part of the team? You're who's in the showmanship portion?
Yes.
Doesn't have to be my name, guys. We can have a name for all of us.
No, it's Troy Riptide.
All right.
All right, yeah, well, you're signed in. You can park your boat here. You have rooming up in the competition village, and we'll get you all set up.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Follow me. A spoing, boing, 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 spoing, boing.
I wonder if everyone fucks here like they do with the Olympiads.
Absolutely. Spoing throws 200 condoms at you.
All shapes and sizes.
It's like seeing like 4 decks of cards being used at 52 card pickup. So they're all like attached to each other. It's
really
just
funny.
throwing condoms at Cammy.
Trey goes, I don't know what those are.
Thank you.
Ow, 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 ow.
Wait, Troy, hold on. Troy, you need to wrap it up.
Wrap what up?
Proboscis?
How to answer this question?
Can you imagine the sex education of the Crags?
It's non-existent.
Fuck or die. Yeah.
Procreate! Grow your house! Ah!
Oh yeah, no, I don't need any of that stuff. I'm here to win.
Okay.
All right. I'd have your team keep that boing, boing, boing up the stairs. I like the idea that like you have to walk up like 30 flights of stairs to get to the top of the stadium and then like walk around. But absolutely, yeah, the grasshopper leads you over to the competition village, which is kind of just like some houses that are set up as you pass by. This is kind of like it's a touristy area. People come through for the Bullseye games. It's like they do all of their business in like 2 weeks, and then the rest of the year they're just chilling. So people are it's starting to get a little bit crowded around. You see like nice villager green folk giving pirate green folk keys, and they walk into their house. You see like a door opens and says like the bed and breakfast is open, and then a bunch of pirates like run in. As you're being led through towards the competition village. And yeah, it's just kind of like some freestanding houses, some real sweet, like one-story ranch-style houses that are arranged in a circle that all look the same. And one is for Troy and the Riptides.
Sir, may I ask you a question before you leave us to our own devices?
The grasshopper kind of jumps and does a 360 spin and turns around and says, "Absolutely."
Whoa.
Do you know about any sea monsters in the area?
Particular ones or regular?
A big crab.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Is that a common danger in these waters?
There's particular waters. I don't know. I mean, that's one of the many ones. It doesn't have a name or anything, and I don't know which one specifically. But, you know, we have precautions here. Obviously, with the stadium that overhangs the water, there are precautions. We don't have any... We have a barrier that's been erected around Little Key Island for years. Around Little Key Island as soon as the game started here.
Like a magical... aura of protection kind of situation?
Yeah,
or...
yes, exactly. It was
Sweet.
just laid down 40 plus years ago.
Great. Is there like a tour we can do? I would love to see that at some point. I love magic.
This is like going to the Hoover Dam when you go to Las Vegas, huh?
Eric, it was a great choice. I had to get up at 5 in the morning. It was worth it.
Amanda said it was worth it. I want to see this magic.
Yeah, we have pedestrian tours. We can definitely hook you up with that over the next day or two for sure.
I would love that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, you have any questions? Some of the Bullseye staff are around. Just give us a holler, and you can meet or not meet the competition, but you'll see everybody as you walk out for opening ceremonies.
Wonderful. And we have a schedule that lets us know when all of that is?
Oh yeah, that's in that's on in the rules. Did you sign Troy? Troy of Troy and the Riptides of the Sea Whip? Did you sign the competition waiver?
No?
Can I do a quick Arcana check on the waiver?
Sure.
It's a nat 20. It's legit a nat 20.
Yeah. What do you want to know, Julia?
I want to know if this is some sort of magically binding thing.
Yes.
That if Troy somehow does not live up to the sportsmanship aspects that are laid out there, if he is going to be either divinely punished or magically punished or just punished in general.
Hey, Julia, can I tell you something?
Yeah, absolutely.
The answer's yes.
Yeah. Do I know the details of that punishment?
Oh yeah, getting turned inside out, and your organs get feasted on by sea creatures and all that stuff. But it shouldn't really be a problem if you just don't cheat. And with a nat 20, I'm telling you, it's really that simple. It's like,
Okay.
Don't be a cheater, or your body will be turned inside out. That's what it boils down to.
Sir, may we have just one moment and then Troy will sign that and everything will be fine, probably?
For sure. I'm gonna need that before I can let y'all relax.
Yeah, I'm a slow reader. She's being polite.
Give me 30 seconds, and then Cammy closes the door.
That's true. Outside you hear boing, boing.
Okay, Troy, so here's the thing. That is a legally binding document, and when I say legally, I also mean magically.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if you do cheat, your insides will be turned out and they'll get eaten by sea creatures and whatnot.
That sounds bad, but I don't think I gotta cheat. I'm just the best shot on the Great Salt Sea.
That's true. We will all make sure that we don't cheat, Umbi.
What?
Don't
I
cheat.
was asleep. Sorry, what?
Don't cheat on Troy's behalf, or else he will get eviscerated.
Okay. Is it cheating if you kill the other competitors?
Checks the rules.
No, but only if it's in the spirit. But you can't do it just to eliminate the competition.
God.
You have to have other motives, other true motives involved.
I mean, you might try, Troy. This is a legal trick I used to use. Just like spelling your name slightly wrong, you know?
Do you think that will work?
I mean, we won't. We also won't cheat unless we have to. But
Cammy looks at the document again. Would that work?
How would my life be different if I was named Trey?
I was just thinking about Troy writing his name as Trey. And how funny that is.
I mean, I'm more just like want to do it for real and then win for real and get the prize. But like, listen, worst case scenario, if I don't win, I don't care about that. We'll just steal the prize. Like, is that against the rules?
yeah,
Is it against the rules after the competition stops
I don't think
to
so.
steal
I
the
don't think
prize?
There's like 2 pages about like the prize giving ceremony that like the prize needs to end up in the winner's hands. And then there's
But at the end of the ceremony, though.
But after it's in their hands, free
we
game.
can kill their hands. We can chop them off.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, we're good? Okay, great.
All right. That's
I
fine.
mean, the less cheating I have to do on your behalf means the more bars and green folk I can go pick up in the meantime. So it's great.
And you know, here's the thing. Like, I know you probably look at me as a woman and you think, I went to law school. I didn't, but I do know my way, I guess, around a magical document. So, Troy, I'm just going to make sure everything we do here is par for the course, is good, is above board.
With a nat 20, Cammy, there's a copy. It's actually the reason why it's so long is there's 2 of them.
Great.
So you can
Oh,
refer
good,
can
good.
refer to the set of rules that can have them on you at all times.
Excellent.
Cammy, I think you're just naturally better at this stuff and at like reading and knowing things about like the law.
Yeah, there's
So-
like as a woman, there are parts of your brain that are bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you tell me what to do, I'll sign. I'm happy with it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, I think you can sign it, and we will just do our best. I know you would never cheat, Troy, but we'll do our best to try to not, in the spirit of things, cheat.
You got it. So Troy's going to open the door, grab 1 copy of the rules, and Troy is going to sign the contract in the most delicate, beautiful, looping signature you've ever seen.
I thought you were illiterate.
We also thought you were illiterate, so that's fascinating.
That's impressive.
Yeah, well, thanks.
As you finish the final delicate looping E, you hear woo, 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 coming from the signature that then dies down. You hear the sound of a crowd cheering.
It doesn't usually do that.
No, normally signing your name does not do that.
Oh, good.
Not ever.
Wow. Well,
Dang.
here's to win.
Well, I'm gonna go drink.
Cut to
We're here on the sidelines of the Bullseye Games. I'm Alfonso Soriano, covering these years of Bullseye Games. I can't remember what year it is. It's probably the 23rd. It doesn't happen in any regular cadence. But here's our rundown of the competitors of the Bullseye Games. We are also sponsored by FanFight. FanFight, putting money on wagers only makes it better.
Good.
Incredible.
There's a lot of new competitors here that we haven't seen before, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting for us to see. Let's start with our new competitors, fresh from the Salt Sea. This is Troy Riptide.
Woo! Oh, it's me. It's me.
Take off your shirt.
I'm Troy. No.
I also like, for those of you who watch college football, they sometimes do like pre-shows out in like the tailgating outside. So it's like all the fans of the home team are there screaming while they're doing this and holding up signs.
Yeah,
so I
like
the idea
in American Idol where they pan back to their hometown bar. We know.
Yes, like that. So I like the idea that they're trying to do like a sports hit, and everyone's just out, and everyone's just out there.
There's been recent tell of Troy's exploits as part of the Sea Whip, a new rising pirate. They seem to be involved with the explosion of the book depository at Book Depository Island. Interesting stuff happening from the rookie. We'll see how it goes down.
You can't prove that.
Another newcomer is Three Lips Bloomfield. Coming all the way from the crags. There are official invitations given to each of the countries, but only some of them take them up on the various things. It's interesting to see that the Royal House of Breakstone is sending a representative this year. We'll see what Three Lips can do with an old army-grade rifle. You never know how they make them out in the crags. It's usually weird and spooky.
Eric, who's the bad boy of the competition?
Oh, Brandon, it's a really good thing that you asked that.
The bad boy of the competition is...
Does it really say that?
The bad boy of the competition is Archimedes Sevens. You wouldn't think that Archimedes would be a front runner considering how self-serious and humorless he is, but that's what happens when you're vying to become a future builder. That's right. We have someone not officially sanctioned by the builder of Hot House, but you know what happens when the current builder is getting it up there in age. And caterpillars can only live for so long. So there's probably
Before they become butterflies.
There's 3-1. It's plus 150 that there's going to be a new builder competition in the next year or two.
Woo! That actually raises a great point. Like, if you're a builder when you're a caterpillar and then you transform into a butterfly, are you still the builder?
No, always a caterpillar. The current builder has been a caterpillar the entire time. Like one of those big fuzzy ones.
Like a boys' choir, Julia. Once they hit puberty, they out.
Like permanent caterpillar?
There's permanent caterpillar, permanent chrysalis, and permanent butterfly / moth.
Oh, there's no transformation.
No.
Ooh.
That would disrupt your working productivity.
Yeah, sometimes there are, but I don't think it's regular necessarily.
Okay.
Because also I like the idea of like a kakuna walking around.
And what kind of green folk is Archimedes Sevens?
Oh, you know what, Archimedes Sevens, and shout out to my NPC list. Archimedes Sevens is a deadhead moth. You know the moth from the Silence of the Lamb poster?
Of course I do.
Yeah, the poster that has like a dead skull on the back.
Julia rips off her shirt, shows her full back tattoo of the Silence of the Lambs poster.
Excuse me, it's just a full back tattoo of Sir Anthony Hopkins' face.
You're right.
Yeah.
We got some footage of Archimedes Sevens pulling up to the stadium.
And someone like magically divines like some tape. Sailing up is the same weird sailboat from when you went to the book depository.
The really fast one?
The really fast one with like it was like with the pontoon and the slotted sails.
On the other hand, if you're looking for a good boy, well, if you're looking for a good boy, look no further than Continuous Thankful. It's kind of a bummer when religious people show up to the Bullseye games, but they always do. This glowworm is gonna light up the competition to show everyone that us heathens should not win this competition.
He's guided by the light of his own body.
Continuous Thankful is a glowworm, but as all bug people have like plant features, lots of glows from bioluminescent mushrooms that are
Cool.
that's spot all over them.
Spooky.
And then the twins, I assume.
I don't have that one, unfortunately.
Damn it!
I don't have
Damn
one,
it.
unfortunately.
We don't know much about Radbert Sutherland of the Radbert Pirate Crew. Kind of a late entry, trying to fill everything out. So don't bet on it.
Is that insider betting?
You work for Fanfight.
Fanfight. I am just giving my recommendations here as talent for the show.
If you have a gambling problem, don't gamble.
What kind of green folk is Rathbert or Ratbert?
Radbert, R-A-D-B-E-R-T.
Oh, he's rad. Okay.
Radbert.
Gotcha.
And you see that there's like a fully armored figure who's just like fully long sleeves, long pants, boots with pants tucked into his boots, and a big helmet all around their head. But you can see that there are dandelion puffs sticking out of the helmet.
Cool.
Interesting.
If you're gonna put your money on a sure thing, probably that you can choose one of the two front runners.
And they're twins.
They're not twins. First, if you're gonna go someone, if you're just based on heart, you should probably bet on Frambois Boussier.
Oh, he's from the separatist group in the Crags. Tell me I'm wrong, Eric. Tell me I'm wrong.
Surprise. We all know a little French.
She is a part of the radical separatist group out in the Crags, La
Called it.
multitude de Mons.
Wow.
Now, the separatist group has been trying to create their own country that's separated from the Crags, so there's a lot of feeling on the line. She calls everything that she does the beautiful risk, and will do anything in order to win.
Same.
And whatever that magical artifact does, it surely should probably help her.
She is a dung beetle.
Oh,
with
nice.
cracks in her shell, and there's grass growing out of it, like grass coming out of pavement.
Cool.
Your name doesn't match your appearance.
That's rude.
I said what I said.
Do not talk to me like that. I'm here to fight for my country and for freedom. Do not talk to me about my name. What is in the name? It is all the risks, what we do here in life. I will do anything.
Are you a twin?
No.
Fair enough.
But if you gotta put money down, you gotta put money down on the famous pirate sharpshooter, Kid Cervantes.
The famous pirate sharpshooter is Troy Riptide. This commentary's rigged.
I never heard of him. What kind of man's named Kid?
That's such a good name.
Kid doesn't say much, but his legend precedes him. Oh, there's Kid now.
In the distance, you see what looks like a humanoid figure with their arms up, standing on a raft with a big fan behind them. It's kind of like a homemade fan boat.
Like in the bayou.
Yeah, like a homemade fan boat. It's like wooden raft with like a steering column and a giant fan.
Hell yeah.
Like a 10-foot fan
Wow.
just attached to the back of the raft. And as the deafening sound of the fan boat gets louder and louder, you see that Kid Cervantes is a Segura cactus.
Oh.
Segura cactus is one of the ones that looks like a guy with their hands up. On
So cool.
Kid Cervantes' head and on his hands are flowers, are like the flowering parts of the Segura cactus. But you can also see the water gun that's in his hand. One hand on the steering column, one hand on the water gun.
Amazing.
Think he wants to be friends, or are we more like enemies? What's the vibe?
I made friends with an undead pirate queen, so I'm sure you could be friends with him.
Tight.
I also included a photo of this with his gun, cushion, and it's a super soaker that has like southwestern sunset color scheme.
Oh my god.
Incredible. Canva is your passion.
It's called Cushion.
Because, yeah.
Incredible.
Wow.
That's all for the pre-show here at the Bullseye Games. I'm Alfonso Soriano, and put all of your money into Fan Fight. It's gonna be a good one.
No.
Do it, I gotta cut.